People in my area were putting up Christmas lights before Halloween this year. So I don't think it's too early for me to share my recap of 2024 as well as my strategy as I look into 2025.
I'm Key, a credit card, points and miles enthusiast and travel lover. On my channel, I discuss the mistakes I've made, my future travel goals, and overall credit journey since 2016. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already.
I started the year with well over 50 credit cards in my collection. If you haven't seen my video where I talk about going from 0 to 50, be sure to check out the video that I'll link right above. I acquired 12 new credit cards in 2024. So, starting things off, the first card I got was the Capital One Venture X credit card. I received 90,000 points at the time I signed up for the card. Currently, the welcome offer is for 75,000 points after spending $4,000. I regularly use this card for dog walking services when I'm out of town. I've used some of the venture points to erase my charges while I use Uber and Lyft as I'm traveling. Also, erase hotel fees and resort fees with the Venture X points, as well as using the points to attend Major League Baseball stadiums. Card number 2 was also with Capital One. This was the Capital One Spark Miles Select for Business. So, real quick story, I was actually trying to get pre-approved for the Capital One Venture X credit card. I had gone through the application and unfortunately I was not approved for the Capital One Venture X business. Instead, I was offered this card. And however, if I could go back in time, I actually would not have applied for this credit card. Back then, I did not know that this card added to my Chase 524 count, even though it was a business card. So I should have, in fact, canceled that application. After I applied for this card, it made me 2 and 24 with the Venture X credit card that I mentioned before, as well as this card counting towards the 524 rule. Nevertheless, I did receive 59,000 Capital One Venture miles, and I was able to transfer those really easily on the app to my Venture X credit card. There was an elevated offer expiring on the day that I applied for this card, so I wanted to try my luck. I had previously held this card in 2018 and then canceled it in 2019. So this is my second go around having this specific card. Card number 3 was the American Express Marriott Bonvoy Business Credit Card. After I completed the spending requirements to obtain the sign-up bonus, I received 3 Marriott night certificates for properties valued up to 50,000 points per night. I already used up those certificates on the following 3 properties: the Hotel Beaux Arts Autograph Collection, which is in Miami, Florida; Toronto, Canada, Marriott City Center Hotel; and the Residence Inn Boston Harbor. This was so I could attend the first ever WNBA game at the Garden in Boston. I'll definitely be canceling this credit card again once the annual fee posts in early 2025. The reason for that is this card actually only comes with a 35,000 annual night certificate that you can use at a Marriott property. Most of the properties I stay at start at 50,000 points and above, so hanging on to this card really makes no sense for the long term. For this next card, I waited 1 full day after getting the Marriott Bonvoy Business Credit Card to apply, and it was the Barclays Wyndham Business Earner Credit Card. I talk about my approval process for getting the Barclays Wyndham Business Earner Card in another video, so be sure to check that out after this. I knew exactly how I wanted to deploy these newly acquired Wyndham points in my account. I'll be attending the 2025 NCAA Men's March Madness Tournament. I booked my friends and I a 2-night stay for 30,000 points each, but this card actually does come with a 10% points rebate. Note that you do actually have to have the full total or the 60,000 points in your account before getting rebated the 6,000. At the time of this video, I only have 3,500 Wyndham rewards points remaining in my account. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with those. I talked about the Capital One cards that I have. I still have a lot of venture miles remaining in my account, so I could always top up my Wyndham rewards balance whenever I need to. Choo choo! Card number 4 is the Chase Inc. Business Unlimited credit card. I met the $6,000 of minimum spending requirements in one transaction, so I received a very quick 99,000 ultimate rewards points in my account. Quick side note, please be sure to utilize the description box for any of the cards that I talk about here today. And thank you to whoever utilized my referral link in the description box earlier in the year. Super appreciative. I don't really get referrals, so thank you so much for the 20,000 ultimate rewards points. Jumping ahead a couple months, in March, I acquired 2 new credit cards. The first one being the US Bank Business Altitude Connect. I already used up the sign-up bonus, which was 60,000 altitude points, and I used those to cover the charges for fees and taxes on a cruise that I obtained from a Hilton timeshare presentation. So I got $600 off of those fees and taxes for 2 people. The second card I received in March was the Wells Fargo Autograph Journey card, which has a $95 annual fee. I received the bonus of 60,000 Wells Fargo rewards after I spent $4,000 in minimum spending within 90 days. After those points hit my account, I actually transferred them at a 1 Wells Fargo point to 2 choice point ratio for a trip that I'll be taking in the summer of 2025. I'll be sure to talk about that in a couple more moments. Last thing is that this card comes with a $50 airline credit, and I utilize that to upgrade my seat from economy to Delta Comfort for the creator meetup in New Orleans. Card number 7 required me to go in branch as there was an elevated offer on the Chase Sapphire Preferred credit card. I had met the requirements of waiting 48 months before I was eligible for a Sapphire product. I received 85,000 Chase Ultimate Rewards points after I spent $6,000 in minimum spending requirements. Year to date, I've spent a little over 83,000 Chase Ultimate Rewards points. Most of those transfers have been to primarily JetBlue, Southwest, and Hyatt, but I've also taken advantage of the Chase Travel Portal by booking rental cars via Hertz. And when I was at the creator meetup in New Orleans, we also did a ghost tour together. I actually booked my ghost tour through Viator in the Chase Travel Portal. After getting the Sapphire Preferred, I waited a few months for this next card, which happened to be an American Express Business Platinum card. This now making the 3rd Business Platinum card that I currently hold. I know it's hard for you to believe, but I actually wasn't even in the market for a new credit card. I just logged into my American Express app one day, and normally when you get a pop-up at American Express, no one likes that, but this said that I was pre-approved for the Business Platinum card. So I went ahead and clicked through that application as quick as I could. The spending requirements were definitely steep. However, starting this YouTube channel, I wanted to make sure I was investing in some of the tools and merchandise that I need to make this channel hopefully successful one day. So after I made some purchases of a brand new microphone, a laptop, and some other gadgets I definitely won't bore you with, I had hit that minimum spending requirement. I received, after completing all of the spend, 265,000 American Express membership rewards points. Now, this is the point of the year that I was still itching to get the Capital One Venture X credit card. So after playing around with the pre-approval tool, I couldn't believe my eyes. The Capital One Venture X credit card makes card number 9 that I acquired in 2024. Just as a quick recap, I've now received 3 credit cards from Capital One in the past 12 months. Before I applied to the Capital One Venture X business, I want to just share my hard inquiries that I had on each of the major credit bureaus. I had 10 inquiries with Experian, 7 on my TransUnion report, and 3 hard inquiries on my Equifax report. And at the time that I applied, it looks like my credit score was around the 755 range on each of the 3 bureaus. I now have 5 active credit cards with Capital One here in 2024. So can we please stop with the bucketing and the hate on Capital One? Rounding out the year, cards 11 and 12 are no lifetime language American Express Business Gold credit cards. I've received a personalized flyer in the mail saying I was pre-approved for this card, but then also as I logged into the American Express app, I also saw another pop-up saying that I was also pre-approved. After everything is all said and done, I'll receive an additional 280,000 American Express membership rewards points. I plan on meeting the spend by prepaying my taxes for 2024. Even though I received 12 credit cards in 2024, I may have to shake things up for 2025, as I have the following trips planned for sure that I'll be doing. A trip across the pond to London and Manchester, UK. In Florida, I'll be going to both Key West and St. Petersburg. To wrap up the Major League Baseball stadium tour that I've put myself on, I'll need to go to Atlanta, Georgia. I also have Chicago, Mexico, and Louisville planned. I'll have the goal for myself to travel at least one time per month in 2025, similar to how I did in 2024. So the other locations that I'll end up going are definitely TBD, but January is actually going to be a very busy month for me because a lot of the cards that I'm currently holding have credits or other types of benefits that reset at the first of the year. So I plan on spending the majority of my time on New Year's Day and maybe the 2nd of January, booking flights, utilizing airline credits, as well as making sure that I've used up all of my hotel certificates that I may have acquired throughout the year. Also in January, I'll actually receive a Southwest Companion Pass from January through March of 2025. And this is my first time having the Southwest Companion Pass. During the summer of 2024, I actually completed a promotion, which is how I unlocked the Companion Pass for the top of the year. Now, even though I acquired 12 credit cards in 2024, I actually am sitting at 4 in 24 in accordance to the Chase rule. I definitely plan to acquire some credit cards in 2025. And here's what's on my list. The JetBlue Business Card from Barclays, most likely another Chase Inc. Unlimited credit card, just so I can take advantage of that 0% APR offer. I plan to utilize these points by transferring them probably to Southwest to take up that Companion Pass offer. But who else? Who knows? Let me know down in the comments, how should I use up my last 524 slot with Chase? Or should I just move on? I'll be sitting on maybe close to 500,000 American Express membership rewards points. And this is a little bit over my limit that I like to have. So I'll definitely put those to use utilizing the 35% points rebate, for example. Last credit card that I plan to acquire is one with Citibank. If the rumors are in fact true that they'll be launching a brand new product, I'll definitely want to get my hands on that so I can talk to you about it, especially if that card ends up having benefits or perks or memberships that maybe I'm not a part of yet. That's probably it for the credit cards I plan to acquire. The one bank not currently in my wallet is with Bank of America, and I'll plan on taking advantage of a checking account bonus that they run regularly throughout the year. By having just this debit card in my account, I'll actually be eligible for the Museums on Us program. I'll be sure to talk about that in another video. Again, as part of my strategy, I'm still going to be canceling credit cards, even ones that have no annual fee, such as the Discover It and the Citi Double Cash card that no longer has a place in my wallet. Every card is on the chopping block for 2025 if it doesn't have a specific use case. My goal is to reduce my annual fees by at least $1,500 in annual fees. And I'll actually take that savings and put that towards a brokerage account with Fidelity. Now, this is not investment advice, but I'll definitely plan on doing a 50-50 split. So $750 I'll spend towards FXAIX, which is a position I already hold. But then I'll start a new position with getting some exposure to Bitcoin by purchasing FBTC in my portfolio. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think of my master plan.